services in the country. Between 2021 and 2023, we increased access to healthcare or healthcare services by investing and developing over 127 district hospitals and over 367 healthcare facilities countrywide. We increased the number of health facilities that provide maternal and child health services from 340 in 2021 to over 523 by the end of 2023. As a result of various interventions, our 2022 demographic and health survey showed that maternal deaths dropped from 556 per 100,000 in 2015 to 104 in 2022. A drop of over 80%. Equally, the survey showed that child deaths dropped from 67 per 1,000 live births to 43 per 1,000 live births, a reduction of around a third, and still much needs to be done around this area. While acknowledging these positive developments, more remains to be done to meet our goals for maternal and child health. In particular, we envision continuing investment in specialized health services and facilities. One of the challenges that we encountered due to additional facilities or health facilities is the shortage of qualified and specialized manpower. So our thanks are to the MERCK Foundation that supports us in training the doctors in specialized fields. And in this regard, Tanzania will continue to work with the MERCK Foundation so as to produce more doctors in specialized fields. Another area that is also dear to you, as it is to me, is investment in education. In this vein, I wish to recognize and applaud MERCK Foundation's Educating Linda program. This is a laudable intervention which will have a great impact not only to the girl child but also to their communities. It is also fitting that the word Linda in Swahili means to protect, which is exactly what this program aims, to protect the dreams of unprivileged young girls. And the old adage says, if you educate a woman, you educate a nation, and this is exactly what we are doing. I, along with all the women here present today, are living testimony of how education can empower a girl child. As a daughter of a teacher myself, I witnessed firsthand the transformative role of education. Indeed, education is a source of women empowerment and emancipation. Education combines with determination, perseverance, and patience, enables women and girls to achieve outstanding results in all their endeavors, including in leadership, which some of us have dared to partake. Truly, with these attributes, there's no limit to realizing girls' full potential. In this regard, education has continued to be a priority for my government, and we have undertaken key transformative interventions in this sector. During the past 3 years, we have built over 3,000 primary schools and over 500 secondary schools across the country, bringing the present total to 20,533 primary schools and 6,269 secondary schools. Among the schools that we have built are 24 girls' boarding schools as part of our plan to build girls' boarding school in each of our 26 regions of Tanzania mainland. In ensuring access to education, we have continued to provide free education for all children from primary to secondary levels. And the numbers of primary school students have risen from 10.6 million in 2021 to 11.4 million this year. And in secondary schools, the numbers have risen from 2.38 million in 2021 to over 3 million in this year. All these interventions help to ensure access to education for our girls and boys. As for the content of our education, we also undertook a review of our education system to make the shift from assessment-based learning to competence-based training. We have also increased funding for higher levels of education and have introduced a new scholarship to support youth to go into science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects in higher education or higher studies. It is worth mentioning also that our policy on human capital development recognizes the early child development, and we are looking these aspects in two areas. One is for breastfeeding, nutrition, and health issues, but number two, early child education, and this is for children from year 0 to year 5. Notwithstanding these developments, there's still work to do to ensure all children of school-going age go to school, and that the education they are receiving is preparing them for the 21st century. Our ministers here present will share with you Tanzanian experiences, and we look forward to learning from your insights and experiences as well. Distinguished guests, with us here today are some of the African First Ladies who are part of the MERCK Foundation First Ladies Initiative Summit. I had the opportunity to meet some of them when I visited their respective countries on state or official visit at the invitation of my counterparts, and I'm happy to see them here again today. I know that you will have a dedicated session tomorrow, the First Ladies. However, I have a message that I wish to share with you that you may also wish to go with. Excellencies, as a head of state, I often find myself in regional and international fora where I'm the only woman head of state or one of the handful of women presidents globally. In addition to my responsibilities and in line with our national interest, I make a note to use my voice and add key perspectives which may be missing and to put in place proposals that will advance the concerns of women. To give but one example, I've been advocating for increased support for increased access to clean cooking solutions in Africa as a gender-responsive approach to a just energy transition. I've done so given the adverse impact on women of less cleaner cooking fuels like charcoal and firewood, which affects their health and overall well-being, but it's also disturb our environment. I'm happy that our calls for support for this initiative have been well received, and we have received considerable support for this initiative, which will empower women and improve their welfare across the continent. I've done this as a president, but today I wish to remind you, my sisters, First Ladies, that as First Ladies, you also occupy important positions in your respective societies. Sorry. In saying so, asante mama. In saying so, I'm reminded of the old parable about the wind and the sun. One day the wind and the sun decided to engage in a friendly debate to test their persuasive strength on a traveler, the goal being to get the traveler to remove his coat. The wind went first, and it blew fiercely, attempting to force the traveler to remove his coat. But the forceful wind only succeeded in making him hold the coat even tighter. Then the sun gave a try. It simply shined warmly, gradually warming the traveler until willingly the traveler removed his coat. So I find this parable to be pertinent as it speaks to what can be achieved persuasively, brilliantly, and with warmth. So I urge you, my dear sisters, to take this agenda of clean cooking with brilliancy and be persuasive with warmth, as you know, it's a women tradition to be warmth. So take it with warmth so that my fellow presidents can take it as an agenda and help our fellow women in clean cooking. On this note, I'd like to congratulate Your Excellencies for the wide-ranging, impactful initiatives and programs that you are undertaking in your respective countries. This suggests to me that you recognize that you have an important role in realizing the aspirations of a brighter, healthier future for all our people, and in particular for the young girls and women in Africa. In addition to the great work that you have been doing, today mine is to urge you to continue to give wise, brilliant, and warm counsel in support of prioritizing interventions that will support and empower women and improve their welfare in your respective countries. And I wish you all the best in your endeavors. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again commend the MERCK Foundation for organizing this meeting in Tanzania. I look forward to the valuable insights from this annual conference. I want to assure you that Tanzania's commitment to partnering the participants here to forge a healthier, happier, and more equitable future for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor and pleasure to declare that this 11th edition of MERCK Foundation Africa Asia Luminary Conference is officially inaugurated.
Nini kimekufanya uwepo hapa?
Mwanangu ana ugonjwa wa moyo, kaanza kulia sana na kutoka na jasho. Tukampeleka Tanga. Madaktari wataka wakatupa rufaa, tukaja huku na Jakaya. Madaktari wamegundua kwamba mtoto ana tundu kwenye moyo na damu safi na chafu inaenda sehemu moja. Wamesema atakiwa afanye operation siku yoyote ile ile ikipatikana, lakini kutokana na hali uwezo hatuna.
Zilitoka shilingi ngapi kwa ajili ya operation?
265. Naomba msaada mwanangu afanyiwe operation.
This breaks protocol, but Your Excellency, I have an 8-year-old daughter. When I was living in Uganda, I told her I was going to meet the president of Tanzania, and she was like, "You're joking." I said, "Yes." She said, "When I also grow up, I will be a president." And she told me that I must take a picture with you to show evidence that I came here. So, Your Excellency, it is my singular ask that at least you give me one picture, really. Otherwise, you are destroying the dreams of a future president. Is that a bad suggestion? So let me first take my picture, then the rest of you will come. Yeah. I know you are jealous, but life is like that, eh? Are we together? So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll now have other pictures. I'd like to welcome first ladies together with the president. Should they come in front? One picture like that? Okay. So we'll ask the first ladies to stay there. Okay. James, are you able to? Okay, just step in front, just a little in front. Your Excellencies, one step in front. And ladies and gentlemen, you can be seated so the photographers can get those pictures. Yeah, right there.
Nini kimekufanya uwepo hapa?
Mwanangu anaumwa ugonjwa wa moyo. Kaanza kulia sana na kutoka na jasho. Tukampeleka Tanga. Madaktari wataka wakatupa rufaa, tukaja huku na Jakaya. Madaktari wamegundua kwamba mtoto ana tundu kwenye moyo na damu safi na chafu inaenda sehemu moja. Wamesema atakiwa afanye operation siku yoyote ile ikipatikana, lakini kutokana na hali uwezo hatuna.
Zinatoka shilingi ngapi kwa ajili ya operation?
265. Naomba msaada mwanangu afanyiwe operation.
Tia nuru, gusa mioyo, leta matumaini kwa watoto. Unaweza kuchangia kupitia Tigo au Voda lipa namba au benki ya NNB kupitia akaunti namba zifuatazo: